What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Fight Hard, Fight Clean. I just got home from work and I just missed by this much Moses Itauma versus Jermaine Franklin. I was so mad. I was pissed. I did not get to see this live, but I rewatched the fight and I was thoroughly entertained. Before I even say anything, please, let's look at the knockout real quick.
Slightly less from the American.
And after rewatching the entire fight, this made me realize something. Moses Itauma is completely derailing what I thought was a common agreement in heavyweight boxing. From a lot of boxing coaches, maybe I'm just looking at the wrong boxing coaches, but there's a common agreement in heavyweight boxing that speed is good, but you don't need speed. You need power and size. Well, if you're gonna try and beat someone like Moses Itauma, you're gonna need size, speed, power, brass knuckles, something. But it's fighters like Alexander Usyk, Moses Itauma that make it so speed is now going to be a much needed trait in heavyweight boxing. Every part of Moses Itauma's body was quick against Jermaine Franklin. His hands were quick. He was able to bounce out of range real quick. His head movement was quick. Everything about him was snappy and to the point to just get into range, get out of range, land offense. I think the only crack in Moses Itauma's armor right now is that he hasn't been in there in deep waters with somebody. In his entire career, he has not gone past the 6th round. And this was no different. The knockout was in round 5. And this was a common criticism with Tom Aspinall that we could have gotten an answer to with Cyril Gane, but the eye poke happened. And by the way, don't get me wrong, this is not Itauma's fault. Like, Jermaine Franklin was known for his durability, his stamina, and his ability to stay in that ring for long rounds. But Itauma is just so good that I think when Franklin went to the corner in between rounds 4 and 5, the commentators were saying, wow, he looks tired. I don't think he was fatigued like his muscles were fatigued. I think he was mentally exhausted. Tedious tasks make you feel tired. Fighting somebody like Itauma is tedious because there's so much you need to look out for. High guard, okay, great. You get hit to the body. You try and block the body, tap, tap, boom, you get hit in the head. There's so much going on at once that you just can't figure him out. Like I said, one of my favorite pieces of offense that he was doing was either the bounce, where he'd get into range and then he'd go bounce, bounce, and then he'd start firing off body shots and head shots so that once you try and cover one, you get hit in the spot where you're vulnerable. And another part of his offense that I loved seeing was the little taps. He was tapping on his guard, you know, tap, 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 tap. And then right as he opened up, clack, just the jab was splitting the guard. The taps made him drop his hand to throw, clack. Not to mention his accuracy is fatal. Like he had Franklin in the corner, I think in the 3rd round, and then he's a southpaw, and as Franklin was kind of dipping just to get away from anything that was about to happen, boom on the temple, and then he just kind of crumpled to the canvas. And the final sequence, they were both kind of in the clinch. Jermaine Franklin maybe was trying to get in, you know, do some inside work because you got to switch up the game plan against Itauma. Itauma backed up, uppercut from hell, and then face plant. And I think this is a rule in boxing. If you face plant, the referee has to stop the fight. And to be fair, that's a good rule, because if you're face planting and you don't even put out your arms to protect yourself, because that's a human instinct. If you're falling flat on your face, you're gonna put your arms out so you know you can lessen the blow so your head doesn't get fucked up. If you face plant, you're not there, meaning the referee cannot send you back out to pretty much die against your opponent. So the referee stopped the fight and Moses Itauma walked away with the round 5 knockout win. Again, he has not seen the 6th round once in his goddamn career. Who is next for Moses Itauma? Here's the thing. It needs to be someone who can give him a test and has amazing durability that can drive him into the deep waters of the 10th or 12th round. Because the main problem with Moses Itauma is that he's so good that he gets his opponents out of there before the 6th round. Again, not his fault. He's doing his job. Get in there, fight. If you knock him out, great. If you win by decision, great. Just don't lose. He's won by knockout every time, but the only downside is we can't put him in there immediately against a competitor like Alexander Usyk, because I think Usyk's durability would be Itauma's downfall in that fight. Again, I hope it's further down the line. I don't think they should rush that fight, or I don't think Itauma's corner should rush that fight, but Alexander Usyk versus Moses Itauma would be a barn burner of a fight. It would legitimately be cruiserweight speed with heavyweight power. And I don't know what else you could ask for in heavyweight boxing. So, who do you think should be next for Moses Itauma? Let me know in the comments down below. And please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It helps me out a bunch. And as always, my friends, fight hard, fight clean, and I'll see you. Okay, I just ended my recording, but I forgot to mention something that, again, goes to show you how fucking good Moses Itauma is. This motherfucker is 21 years old. He's 13-0, well now 14-0 at 21 years old, 6'4", speed, power. He's next up. I don't care what anybody says. He is next up. Give me the big fights with Moses Itauma's name on it, because I can almost guarantee you he's going to be a champion very, very soon. Fight hard, fight clean, and I'll see you soon.